and the omnibus. So I was forced into the Archers when I was a child. And look, it's come back to bite me later on. I'm awash with the stuff.
The Archers is the world's longest-running radio show, with more than 15,000 episodes broadcast. Despite being a rural flavour show, The Archers is recorded in the heart of the UK's second-largest city, Birmingham.
You're listening to Wednesday's episode of The Archers from BBC Radio 4.
10 minutes, Leonard, OK?
I'd best pop to the loo then. It's a long drive.
Oh, I think Ben's allowed plenty of time for stops.
Even so.
If he ever gets up. Ben?
No,
Ben!
he's not there. He's been up for hours.
Oh.
All suited and booted. He looks very smart.
Oh, well, so do you.
I didn't know whether to wear black or not. I mean, I know it's a funeral, but...
What would Frank have liked?
Well, when we were at university, he sported a maroon drape jacket and leopard print brothel creepers. Very up to date.
Brothel creepers.
With inch-thick crepe soles.
How many brothels did you actually creep around?
Me? Not even one. I wouldn't have dared, and I probably wouldn't have known what to do if I had. We thought we were it, but it was all bravado. I was the leather jacket and T-shirt type, very Marlon Brando, rebelling against whatever we could find. Frank even had his picture in the local paper. What is the youth of today coming to? That sort of malarkey.
Morning, Leonard.
Ah,
We should head off in about 10 minutes.
I know.
Where have you been, Ben?
Filling the car?
I thought you were still in bed.
Of course you did. And of course I'm not.
It's good of you, this, driving me all that way.
Oh, don't be silly. It'll be... Well, I was going to say fun, but that's not appropriate, is it, for a funeral?
It is for Frank's funeral. He approved of fun. He had plenty of it, too.
You sure you don't mind going in my car?
The cheesy what's it?
Well, you've called it a lot worse, Dad.
No, guilty as charged.
Frank would have liked your car, Ben. He was very fond of a bit of red Leicester on toast, and it's almost exactly the same colour.
Have you spoken to Mum?
Not this morning. Last night she was all for coming back from Sunderland early, but I told her no, she hasn't seen Shula for ages. I don't want her cutting her time short, not for someone she didn't know.
She wasn't doing it for your friend, she was doing it for you.
Even so, I'm a grown man, David. I can manage.
Meet the COMHOMA Power Lift Chair Recliner, designed with your comfort in mind. Whether you're relaxing, reading, or just unwinding after a long day, this chair is your perfect companion. With its easy-to-use remote, you can smoothly recline or lift with just the touch of a button, effortlessly transitioning to your favorite position. Want a spa-like experience at home? Enjoy 3 massage intensities, 5 modes, and targeted lumbar heat therapy for ultimate relaxation. Crafted with breathable, skin-friendly fabric and high-density rebound foam, this chair offers lasting support and comfort, even for long hours. With fully padded armrests and convenient side pockets, you can keep everything you need within reach: books, phones, or remotes. And guess what? Assembly is a breeze. No extra tools needed. It's quick and hassle-free. Upgrade your comfort and lifestyle with the COMHOMA Power Lift Chair. Perfect for you or your loved ones. Using the COMHOMA Power Lift Chair is simple. Start with the remote control, press the lift button to gently raise the chair, making standing up easy. To recline, use the backrest and footrest button for a smooth transition to your desired position. For a relaxing massage, switch to the massage and heat remote. Select your intensity, choose one of 5 modes, and pick the area you'd like to target. And for added comfort, activate the lumbar heating function, perfect for soothing aches and improving circulation. With just a few clicks, you'll be enjoying comfort and relaxation like never before. For more information, please look at the link in the description.
So, Leonard, your friend.
He was a good lad. Haven't seen him for years, not since his Margot died. He'd never answered the phone, so we just drifted along, really. Christmas cards and that.
Will there be many there?
I've no idea. But I bet I'll be the only person there he went ballooning with.
Ballooning? You're kidding? What, hot air balloons?
Every couple of months. All through the 70s and 80s, we went all over.
Leonard, you dark horse.
I'm not, I'm just an old horse. You never knew me when I was young, Ben. There's not many left who did, so you think I've always been old. It'll happen to you too, eventually. People see grey hair and don't look any further.
Yep. Something to look forward to, Ben.
Thanks, Dad.
We weren't a bad lot, you know, growing up just after the war.
Boomers?
Your dad's a boomer. I'm the lot before. I don't think we've got a name.
No, you do, actually. The silent generation.
Really? Who thought that up?
Oh, he's found her, look. The vicar.
Oh, good. No, doesn't look too happy.
Well, he's in good company.
What do you mean?
You've not exactly been very talkative, Dad.
I've been fine, haven't I?
Are you still brooding about the beavers?
Oh, I'm not brooding, I'm fuming. Releasing beavers into the wild without proper precautions is completely irresponsible.
From the sound of it, you nipped Kirsty's plan in the bud.
Oh, let's hope so.
We do have the right time. Seems Gaynor and her family are stuck in traffic.
Oh.
They're coming from Rill.
So it's just us?
Looks like it. What a shame.
Can the vicar not delay the service?
She's offered to, but only by 45 minutes or so.
Does she know if anyone else is coming?
She doesn't think so. She's only been here 18 months. She didn't really know Frank. He kept himself to himself, apparently.
We can wait in the car.
Good idea. Put the heating on. It's a bit damp out here.
There's a cafe on the high street, the vicar says.
Ah, excellent.
I hope they get here. Gaynor's the only family Frank had left. Someone's got to say a few words.
The vicar will, surely.
She didn't know him. What can she say? Just platitudes, really. He was a good man, well loved. If he was that well loved, we wouldn't be the only ones here, would we?
How was the cake?
Dry.
What did the vicar say?
She's been on the phone to Frank's niece. They're not going to get here, so we're going to go ahead. The alternative is to reschedule, and that could take 2 or 3 weeks.
No.
So, 3:15 in the church, and the committal straight after, which gives you a bit of time to prepare, Leonard.
For what?
Me and the vicar, we've come up with a kind of plan.
Yes?
His niece asked if you could possibly say something at the appropriate moment.
Me?
She's pulled into a service station. I'm going to live stream the funeral to her phone so she can feel like she's taking part. And I'll record it as well for anyone else who can't make it. What do you think?
What will I say? I'm no good at that sort of thing.
Well, obviously, if you don't want to.
Well, of course I want to. I just... Oh, my mind's gone completely blank.
What shall I say to the vicar?
You don't have to do it.
Tell her yes, Ben. And ask the waiter for some clean serviettes. I'm going to have to make notes. Right then. Frank Wellington and I met in our first week at Sheffield University. We were on the same course, civil engineering. But that's not why we got to be mates. We got to be mates because... Why am I saying all this? Who for?
Leonard?
No, I mean, why am I giving you facts? The facts don't matter, not now. What matters is Frank. He knows what happened in his life. He was there. So facts don't need saying. And I've no idea what things have been like for him since Margot died. I've barely spoken to him. So if I'm going to say something, and I am, it's got to be about the person I remember. And don't worry, I won't take long. I found out earlier that me and Frank, apparently, are part of the silent generation, which is a stupid name because we made a load of noise. Rock and roll, silent, I ask you. We did our best to make the world better. We didn't manage it, look at it now. But we did make it a bit different. We had a go. Frank did more than me. I was this naive kid calling myself Lenny because Lenny Bruce was hip. I wasn't hip, obviously. I just wanted to be. Frank saw how shy I was and how scared of things, especially girls. And he pushed me into things. I remember we were on one of the Aldermaston marches, and this would have been 1959, 1960. And there was this beautiful girl with a Ban the Bomb placard. Oh, my goodness, the moment I saw her, I knew. I didn't dare speak to her or anything, but Frank did. He got her chatting, and then he kind of drew me into the conversation. And, and then, almost without me noticing, he slipped away. Me and her talked for the whole march, and we ended up courting for years. Courting, that's what we called it then. And eventually she did me the honour of marrying me. Frank made me brave, you see. He made me go for what I really wanted. We haven't spoken in years, but knowing he's not there to speak to makes things different somehow. He always made things different, did Frank.
It was nice, wasn't it? What he said.
It was, yeah. It was different.
Gainer's thrilled, Ben. She saw and heard everything.
Oh.
Imagine, from a service station car park, she thinks you're a genius.
I am a genius.
Get off. You're just young enough to know how things work.
Yeah, true. You nearly ready?
I could do with a minute. Do you mind, David?
Not at all.
She said something, you see. Something I didn't know. Apparently he'd been dead 3 weeks by the time anyone found him.
Oh, that's awful.
Yes. Yes, it is. It's a bit scary, if I'm honest. There were 5 of us in our climbing group. 5 lads out for an adventure. Frank was the last to go. Well, I suppose technically I'll be the last to go, but you know what I mean.
I'm so sorry.
There are lots of good things about getting old, Ben. You've knocked off the edges and you don't care what people think about you. But you do lose people. You stick your chin out and your shoulders back and you keep on. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to know why. When you might end up dead in a chair with nobody noticing for 3 weeks.
I think it's time we got home, Leonard. Don't you?
It's all right, Dad. It's all right. You carry on, Leonard.
Oh, no, you don't want to hear this.
Hey, it's not for me, it's for you.
I'm not with you.
Well, remember what you said to me when I was ill? About sharing your feelings, about talking. You were right. I mean, look at me now. So, you go on. Say whatever you want.
No, your dad's right. Let's get going.
Leonard, dinner. Oh, sorry.
What?
He's on the phone. I thought he was still in the bathroom.
Oh, well, it's hot. Won't do any harm to sit for 5 minutes. You were really good with him today, Ben.
I wasn't good with him. I just talked to him. I like him.
Everyone likes Leonard.
Especially Gran.
Especially your gran.
I was thinking about what you said about people not seeing you when you've got grey hair.
Yeah?
Yeah. You're getting a few, Dad.
Yeah, you can stop that right there.
Sorry, I got caught up. I was talking to Simon.
Not in Singapore. Isn't it the middle of the night there?
Yes. I didn't think. He was very nice about it.
Everything okay?
Yeah, his job's going really well. He likes risk management. I think he's met someone. He didn't tell me that. I had to read between the lines.
Well, Ruth has done beef bourguignon.
I can see. See.
It's a bit hot yet.
Thanks for today, Ben.
The cheesy what's it did us proud.
I'll give you some petrol money.
Oh, no way.
No, I insist. I owe you. Not least for reminding me to say what I'm feeling. So I did.
Well, a bit. It was great, though.
No, not that. I mean, to Simon. I've just told Simon how I'm feeling. All of it. How I'm a bit discombobulated. A bit lonely even sometimes.
Oh, Leonard.
And then he said something amazing.
What?
He said, why don't you come to Singapore?
Cool.
For a visit?
Well, that's what I thought. But no, he means to live permanently. With him, with my son.
Wow.
And he didn't so much ask as insist. And you know what? I think I might go.
So what do you do?
Spot effects on the arches.
Are you what we call Foley then?
Kind of. Yep.
Okay. And these are all part of the paraphernalia of production.
Yep. That's the ball bar. That's
This one.
Yep. That's.
Actually mine, but I just wish there was something practical I could do to help them, Caroline.
I think the Archers has had this immense popularity over the years, basically because it has always very accurately reflected the reality of life and living in a rural community at whatever